What a game for the New York Knicks. What a game for Julius Randle and the New York Knicks. I believe they have clinched the spot. Now we're watching this Milwaukee and the Miami Heat game because if the Milwaukee Bucks lose that game, I think the New York Knicks will host the game in Madison Square Garden for the quarterfinals in the in-season tournament. But this game tonight versus Charlotte Hornets, the New York Knicks beat them 115-191. Huge game out of Julius Randle. Huge game out of Emmanuel Quickley. We were piling them on at the end of the game, and I loved it because we were score watching. Boston had their starters in to end the game. The Knicks had most of their starters in to end the game. It goes by point differential, so the blowing up the score was very important tonight, man. Yeah, man. Big task. What's going on in the chat, bro? This is exactly how you do it. Yes, this is exactly how you do it. You take care of business at home. You take care of the Charlotte Hornets. And now the icing on the cake is the in-season tournament, right? I mean, a lot of fans didn't know what to make of the in-season tournament. I'm kind of, starting to like it a little bit because it's giving me some excitement. Who knows? Maybe we head to Vegas and maybe we are in Vegas for the Final Four. That would be cool. But, right now we're scoreboard watching the Miami Heat and the Bucks game. So Charlotte just laid down. Yeah, I mean, it got dicey there in the third quarter, though. Another third quarter of doom for the New York Knicks. And it's like at this point, it's like you don't know what they're doing in the locker room at halftime. But, guys locked in. They stepped it up. And I thought we had a big game out of Josh Hart. I thought Josh Hart really played extremely well tonight. And I feel like this was Josh Hart's best game this year for this team. And he played extremely well for this team after his comments saying that he doesn't really, have his rhythm. He doesn't really have a flow in the offense. Josh Hart comes out and scores 17 points plus 25 on the night, 7-10 from the field, 6 rebounds for Josh Hart. I thought Josh Hart played well, man. Big game for Josh Hart. And Joel, what's going on? How does the in-season tournament work? All I know is to just win all your games. Okay, so the in-season tournament, the Knicks, I believe, are now 3-1 in the in-season tournament. And I believe they have the wild card lead. And in order to have the wild card lead, because I don't think the Knicks are winning their group currently, the Bucks are. What is the score for the Bucks game? Let me pull up the score. Sorry, give me a second. So the Bucks are winning by 3, 123-120. That's gonna go down to the wire. If the Bucks win that game, then the Knicks become a wild card team. That means I think the Knicks will go to Milwaukee for a quarterfinal wild card game. Right? But if the Bucks lose, then the Knicks win their group and the Knicks host somebody. The Bucks, somebody. I think the Bucks win that group. So it's a lot of point differential. Point differential is a huge reason why we saw the starters in there tonight. So, yeah, I mean, it's confusing. Big Task says, this is Josh I remember from last season. Yeah, man, I mean, we were missing this from Josh Hart. I mean, this season hasn't been an up-down season, and he finally, came out and said something the other day to Fred Katz from The Athletic, but we were missing this version of Josh Hart. I was coming on here during these post games and saying that, the real Josh Hart still hasn't stepped it up yet. He's had, good games here and there. The game versus Miami Heat was good, but I thought tonight was really awesome for Josh Hart, man. I really thought he set the rhythm off the bench, and yeah, I mean, the Hornets are just. They're ravaged by injuries. Obviously, LaMelo Ball is out again, which sucks for them. But yeah, Jerome, what's going on? Julius Randle, got to be the Skechers. Got to be the Skechers, man. 25 points for Julius Randle, 20 rebounds for Julius Randle, 4 offensive rebounds. An efficient night for Julius Randle. 34 minutes, 8 of 15 from the field. Julius Randle's best game of the year, right? It's safe to say that this is Julius Randle's best game of the year. He played awesome. Plus 27, highest on the team. Was distributing the rock, 2 steals. I thought from start to finish, he was just dominating the Hornets. And when he's playing like this, the Knicks are tough to beat, as you see with the score, 115-91. When Julius Randle's playing like this, the Knicks are extremely, extremely tough to beat. And you got to love it, man. Julius Randle, 25, 20, and 5. Emmanuel Quickley. The crazy thing is Emmanuel Quickley from first to third quarter was like he was having like an off night shooting the ball. In the fourth quarter, I think he had like 3 triples. He was on fire fourth quarter. RJ Barrett, 9 and 9 from the free throw line. That is huge for RJ, man. Hitting his free throws at the free throw stripe, that is absolutely huge for him. And just all overall, great win. Doing what you're supposed to do, winning these games at Madison Square Garden, winning these games against an undermanned team. And look, we take it. We take it, man. In-season tournament, I believe we advance. If that's not the latest update, what's the latest? I'll keep watching this score for the Heat game. And right now, the Bucks are still winning. Yeah, it looks like the Bucks are going to win that game, 129 to 124. So looks like the Knicks are just going to get the wild card. Who cares? We advanced, and still don't know the logistics and all that. But Big Taz says, yes, this is safe to say that this is Julius' best game, 20 rebounds. The scoring, we all know that Julius Randle can do, and he can do it. He hasn't been doing it efficiently. Tonight was efficiently, and 20 rebounds tonight. Is this Julius Randle's first 20 rebound game of his career? Because, wow, all over the boards, all over the floor, playing great defense. Best Julius Randle game this season by far. And, just keep compiling these, performances. Obviously, Julius Randle has struggled efficiency-wise, and we struggled with his shot. But when you keep compiling these performances, hopefully it'll get him going. And Josh Hart, too, man. I mean, I can't say great things about Josh Hart because, remember, guys, he was coming in to tonight just not looking like Josh Hart, right? And then he came in today, balled the heck out. And, look, it's against the Charlotte Hornets, but, I mean, I don't care, man. I want to see these guys do well. And on the Hornets side, you had Brandon Miller, 18 points. Nothing really going on over there. Miles Bridges, MSG crowd was booing Miles Bridges every time he touched the ball. Obviously, because he has his situations going on with him, but that was hilarious. But, yeah, man, Knicks, big win, man. Big win. Another winnable game coming up at home. So, Joel says, is the champion of the Western and Eastern Conference in the in-season tournament face each other? Yes, we go. I think the Final Four is in Las Vegas, and the champion faces each other in Las Vegas. And whoever comes out on top wins $500,000. Each player on that team wins $500,000. So, it's an incentive for the players, for the fans. I wonder how that atmosphere is going to be like in Vegas. Now, I think the Knicks have to beat the Bucks in Milwaukee in order to advance to go to Vegas. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. There's a lot of nuance. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. There's a lot of, confusion right now. But I feel like the Knicks are in a good spot either way. Remember, remember the game 1 versus the Bucks and the first in-season tournament. We almost beat them, and then they collapsed in the last minute of the game. The Knicks did. So the Bucks are, defensively they're not so great. I feel like that'll be a good test, and I feel like it'll be like a playoff test before the actual real playoffs. So it'll be a cool atmosphere. If it's in Milwaukee, it's looking like they're gonna win. They're up 129 to 124. So Big Taz says poor Miles Bridges. Yeah, Miles Bridges. Every time he was touching the ball, Miles Bridges just was getting booed by the NBA fans of the Madison Square Garden. It was pretty cool, but. Yeah, man, big win. Off night for Jalen Brunson, right? I mean, I feel like this is one of the rare nights where Jalen Brunson didn't really play well, and he's been playing amazing for us. So the fact that Jalen Brunson had an off night tonight, though he got going there a little bit in the fourth quarter. What did Jalen Brunson finish tonight? I think he finished. I'm just pulling up the box score. Brunson 12 points, 5 and 9 from the field. Didn't really attempt that many field goals. 9 field goal attempts for Jalen Brunson tonight, but did have 7 assists tonight, which you love to see. Plus 20 from the field. RJ Barrett was inefficient, 3-13 from the field, but the 9 and 9 free throws, you love to see that from RJ Barrett. Isaiah Hartenstein coming in and doing what he does best, giving the effort, giving the putback dunk. Mitchell Robinson. Can we talk about Mitchell Robinson for a second? I mean, first of all, in the first quarter, Julius Randle gave the ball to Mitchell Robinson in the post and told him to take him man one-on-one. Mitchell Robinson does a crazy in-between-the-leg dribble, and he actually gets fouled on the play. Didn't call it, but winds up turning the ball over. But look, he's been impressive, man. If Mitchell Robinson can somehow unlock his offensive game a little bit, the sky's the limit for Mitchell Robinson. And he even had a great putback dunk tonight. And, he's just been a rock for us down low. And we saw little glimpses of what he's capable of tonight. And, I don't know if Tom Thibodeau is going to allow him to go one-on-one against his defender. It was cool that the leader of our team, one of the leaders of our team, Julius Randle, gave him the opportunity to do that, gave him the confidence to do that, because that was big from Julius Randle. So shout out to Big Mitch. Another great game from Mitchell Robinson. 10 rebounds for him, 6 points, 6 blocks for Big Mitch. Yeah, Bucks won. Big Taz says Mitch with the crossover. Yeah, I tweeted on the Knicks Nation page, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, man. When he hit that defender with the crossover to his right hand, oh man, that was awesome. If only he would have just finished that bucket, that would have been awesome. Yes, so the Bucks win. So I think the Knicks will go to Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken. I think the in-season tournament is going to be in Milwaukee. Knicks, Bucks. Let me just confirm that. Okay. Tim Bontemps says, so after all that, if Milwaukee wins, the East quarterfinals will be the Knicks at Bucks and Celtics at Pacers. So Milwaukee just won. So it's Knicks at Bucks for the East quarterfinals. That's going to be a hell of a game, man. That's going to be a great game. So Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Celtics. And then I think the winner, is that in Vegas? Can somebody tell me if that is that in Vegas? I don't know if that's in Vegas or if that's in Milwaukee. I think that's in Milwaukee. So, yeah. So the NBA Cup Eastern Conference matchups, Bucks versus the Knicks, Pacers versus the Celtics. Let's go. Kareem, man, what's going on in the chat? Just chopping it up about this great Knicks victory against the Charlotte Hornets. Appreciate every single one of you in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button as always. But yeah, Knicks advance in the quarterfinals, whether you care about the in-season tournament or not. But all in all, it's just a great win for the squad, great win for the New York Knicks. And we'll see what comes about it, man. We'll see if these players actually, get up for this quarterfinals matchup, man. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. So I don't know. What do you guys, what's your temperature on the in-season tournament? You guys like it? Do you guys don't care about it? Do you just care that the Knicks won a great game? I'm sort of in the middle. I'm sort of getting on the in-season tournament train. It's starting to pick up some hype here. I believe TNT and ESPN are teaming up. I think Stephen A. Smith is going to team up with the guys over in TNT Studios. So that should be cool. But yeah. Okay, Ian Begley just tweeted, Bucks win over Miami means the Knicks will play Milwaukee next week in one of the Eastern Conference in-season tournament quarterfinals. There you have it. Big Taz says 10-7. I can dig it. Yes, 10-7. I can dig it as well, man. Get these wins at home. Big win for the New York Knicks. And look, if Julius Randle can do this night in, night out, great. Especially when one of your top dogs wasn't playing well, and Jalen Brunson. You look, this is the beauty of New York Knicks teams. You have guys that will, carry the load. You had Emmanuel Quickley tonight. You had RJ Barrett with the 9 free throws, even though he's inefficient from the field. And you had Josh Hart being Josh Hart. And you had Quentin Grimes. We actually saw some glimpses of Grimes as well. So big win for the Knicks, big win for the squad, and let's get it, man. I like that the Knicks advance in this tournament thing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the atmosphere is in Milwaukee, because if it's like a playoff atmosphere, Damian Lillard has been talking up about it. He loves it, and the Bucks are going to be, in it. They're going to be engaged, and hopefully the Knicks will be engaged as well. So we'll just have to, wait and see when that game will be. I'm not sure if that's already scheduled or not. There's still a lot of gray area in this whole tournament thing. But all I know is that the Knicks won a great game tonight and some great performances all around. And that's all we can, at the end of the day, go home with. So East quarterfinals are set. Knicks at Bucks. Celtics got Pacers. West quarterfinals are set. Suns at Lakers. So we're still getting, if the Knicks advance in that, I think that's when they go to Vegas. So that should be cool. But yeah, man, Knicks win, big game, and we've pretty much said our piece about this game. In-season tournament, we'll talk about it more in depth when actually we get some, information to go down the list. But yeah, man, big game for the New York Knicks. Julius Randle, shout out to him. Shout out to the squad. 10-7 on the season. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this post game, but hit some of your comments before we get up out of here. This performance by Randle reminds me of the bubble year. What do you mean by that? I mean, he was efficient, and he was obviously grabbing every rebound that he can find. Julius Randle tonight was simply amazing. One of his best, I think it was one of his best games that he's had in a while, honestly, like dating back from last season, evenly. 20 rebounds, along with, his assist numbers have been there all season long, and the points and the efficiency. So another great game from Jew, and keep stacking them, because obviously the confidence, we need that confidence. We need that efficiency to be there. And if he just continues to do this, sky's the limit for this team. This is what we want from Jew. And this was honestly one of Julius Randle's best game in a while. And yeah, even his defense was great. All night long, his defense was amazing. So shout out to Big Jew. 25 points, 20 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, plus 27 in the night, 7 and 8 from the free throw line. We all know his free throws have been a struggle this year. So hopefully this is like a stepping stone in the right direction, man. Mitchell Robinson, 6 blocks. Man, I mean, it's awesome. And I get it, it's the Hornets. It's the third time we played the Hornets, right? This is the third time we played the Hornets this year. And we've only played 17 games. And we're 3-0 against the Charlotte Hornets. We won twice in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, we're 3-0 against the Hornets, right? We won again in Charlotte, I believe. Yeah, twice in Madison Square Garden, one time in Charlotte, and the Knicks just taking care of business at home. Taking care of business at home and that's what you got to do. So and look, the schedule has been not kind to us to start the year, and we're starting to see the easy part of our schedule open up. Now we're starting to get some games coming up here that are going to be winnable. We got the Raptors, then the Raptors again, and then the Jazz, and then the Suns, and then, yeah. I do not know when that in-season tournament game is going to be, though. It's interesting because we play the Bucks twice in December. We play the Bucks the 23rd, and we play them Christmas Day, and now we're going to play them for the in-season tournament. So, yeah, man. Great game for the New York Knicks. Big task. Always appreciate you. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Catch you on the next one. As always, it's Let's Go Knicks. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.